Hi everybody, welcome to BTM Afrika. My name is NYDJ, and as usual, bringing you another amazing talent from this side of town. His name is Don Elvi, signed on to Corazon Entertainment, and we're going to talk more about who this talent is. You know, from last year, we promised you that we're going to put spotlight on some of these amazing talents who are doing well. Not too long ago, he released one of the singles that's doing amazingly well online. Forgive me if I use amazing as many times as possible, but it's going to happen. Welcome to BTM Afrika. Check out a snippet of his latest video, that's Yaba, that features Kweku Flick, and then y'all talk and be right back after this.
Corazon music.
Yo, talk. Believe in it, boy. Yaba, what you know about our life? It's not free, kumama. Hey, Yaba, what you know about our life? It's starting free, kumama. But now we're going global. Yaba, oh, yo, what's up? BTM Afrika channel, Yaba. You already know. Keep it locked. Make sure you subscribe. Keep checking it out. By my big boss, NYDJ. Believe in the boy.
Okay, so you just saw that amazing video from Don Elvi, and that is Yaba. Beautiful new single, doing amazing numbers and doing so well online. And he's my guest on BTM Afrika. To say, I covered in TNT, and say anything. Net to say, Charlie Fresh Boy, I say, Fresh Boy Chupa Chop. There's a guest no co who's a
Oh, no.
eh, Omobo, say, the Biazan on me, oh, now. To say, guess near say,
Zero.
Zero.
Okay, one, that's music. Yeah.
Oh, girl, yeah, one does music,
yeah.
my friend. How you make can draw how?
Oh, no.
Say,
Many girlfriend.
only girl, Fresh Boy to self. Oh, yeah, sure.
Very
And I'm
sure.
in bizarre manager here.
But to my finding out. But to my investigation.
Video about our girls, no more be your about.
But to say they were focusing this year on music and then how to, you know, put Ghana on the map, talking of our culture and all that things, you know. Me time in my we feel say be me new order, but then I'm just not focused on that.
Well, a lot of people say I attend be Omoka because I'm married to the music. I heard not obedient change. Anyway, I mean that was just by the by. For somebody I only Don Elvi, I mean being on radio and all that, I've heard a couple of your singles, amazing talent and all that. And one of the singles, they said they make our drop here, is getting everybody talking, is your new single, that's Yaba. Introduce yourself to somebody who doesn't know Don Elvi.
Okay, my name is Solomon Kwame Yeboah, and my stage name is Don Elvi. I'm just a young artist. I'm in university currently, and then I'm doing music. I'm signed on to Corazon Entertainment, and then that's just a brief.
That's just a brief.
Yeah.
So for you, you are signed to Corazon Entertainment. There are a lot of young talents out there who don't even have any record label yet. How did you communicate, or how did you get that bond with Corazon Entertainment?
Yeah, I think initially when I got signed, that was a year and a half ago. I was in SHS.
Okay.
Yeah, SHS 2. Then I got signed on in Corazon. I think it's all by grace because my manager got to discover me and then he talked to my parents even though I was in school, but then we scheduled things in order just to match with both of our teams, like my parents, my papa, or my teachers. Because you know, Ghana is not normal to allow your kid, you know, to do music and all that, but then they had to go on some terms and then it worked out and now I'm here. So
your parents allowed even when you were in SS?
Yeah, they allowed. My dad was fully in support, my mom fully in support.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's just one of the rare occasions where who will be because also your music, nani papa nani mami na so you started in SS, that's when you signed to them.
SHS.
Okay, and currently you are in the university.
Yeah.
Okay. Yanka music, no. You talked about say you signed to Corazon in SS and as a SHS. But music now because a time when I was starting, and why music?
Yeah, I started music earlier on. I don't remember the exact day because growing up, it has been music since my pendulum tape. And then I even recall my dad telling me, so no crano son. He had wanted to do music. So I feel that it's really.
So you are living your father's passion.
You get it, but now he's a businessman, so I had to continue over for him.
So he will finance it, then he will do what he wanted to do.
Yeah, but then he's more into Minko school, but then
okay.
I feel music, I have the passion, and then as you said earlier on, I'm doing good and all that, so I feel I have the talent that will, you know, push me out there, even if there's nothing to get me on. I feel music is what I'm passionate about, and all that. It's not as if it's just something I'm doing for joke or something. You get it? Yeah, because according to my works, you could see I'm really putting in much effort. Yeah.
Let's talk about talent. You know, a lot of people are boxed. Obeka say, "I'm a rapper and I'm a singer." Where do you find yourself?
Okay, I'll say I do all genre of music, but what I've not yet tried, but I'm working on to is dancehall. Because I have an Afrobeat song out there that I was singing on Thanksgiving. I have an EP which includes my rap talent, my singing abilities, and all that. Yeah,
so you say you classify yourself as an all-round entertainer, apart from reggae dance or now.
Which I've not yet released a song as such, but then I'm on like.
Intina Oja Otina.
Nah, it's in it. I'm first. So.
Ayo, yeah. So this is BTM Afrika. My guest is Don Elvi, signed on to Corazon Entertainment. Let's look at the new single I released, which a lot of people are talking about. That's Yaba. How did the concept come about?
Okay, we see this whole drill thing started like from Kumasi and then KUMERICA, as we always say it and we want to put it. And at the beginning, and the people were doubting, say it won't stand. Because I felt maybe they thought we weren't serious, and then Kumasi don't really have that much ability or capability. But then this song is here to tell them, say Yaba, and we are here to stay. I hope you understand Yaba, which means we've arrived in English. Yeah, and then it has that tradition. You know, every drill song has its tradition.
Yeah.
You go to New York, their drill has their tradition. UK drill has its tradition. So Ghana here, the drill that we came up with, and then we named it as Asaka. Big shout out to my big brothers, the Asaka boys, who are putting in much effort for the recognition, you know. So the Yaba talks about our drill music type, and our friend Asaka is here to stay. You get it? That's why I say, the critics and all that, put that aside. The musics are dope. Yeah. And as you being a big pillar in the media, you can testify to it, say we are doing well enough. So the song is here to say Charlie, Yaba, and then we're here to stay. They shouldn't doubt us or criticize, because I've heard a lot about it, and then so I'm not saying that that's what inspired it, but I'm just here to announce it on behalf of my boys, and then we all Yao Tog, Black Sheriff, Kweku Flake, Brad Bank, all the big dons doing the drill type. Even though we don't have other genres that we do or other type of music that we do, but then that's what we are known for. So that's why we have to, you know, protect and get it a good name in the industry.
Okay. I'll get back to this particular song, for instance, but you made mention, say, there were a lot of critics, there were a lot of doubts and all that, and this song is to reinforce and I establish, say, yes, listen, Yaba, we are here to stay. What are some of the things that you heard that you felt, say, from some of the critics?
I don't really recall, because I don't put that in my mind. There's a lot I really need to focus on. Not to disrespect those who said that or whatever that was going on, but then I was listening like métier, and then it's not a thing that I put in my mind or at the back of my brains, because I have a lot working on. But then what I know is that I'm here to speak for, you know, my boys, and then the whole Kumasi Yaba, and we are here to stay. So they should expect more, Charlie.
Okay, interesting. So I'll say they should expect more Yaba, and we are here to stay. Now you featured Yao Tog and Kweku Flake on this song. Yeah. Why the two of them?
Okay, they are the ones really close to me in this like KUMERICA, like Kumasi music industry. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not close with Black Sheriff. I'm very close with Black Sheriff. We just had a chit chat even yesterday about some things. He's on a tour right now. I talked to Kweku Flake, I talked to Yao Tog, I talked to a whole lot of people in the industry, but I feel, and they were the right people too for it. You get it? Because their story was all by grace, hard work, and there's some things that you can testify. So I felt, nah, this thing has to come with them, you know, to tell the world, say Yaba, despite everything that was going on. Yeah, so and then Yao Tog has been someone, he was my junior in school. Yeah, so I was one year ahead of him.
Junior.
I was, even right now, I'm in level 100, he's at final year in SHS. And then Kweku Flake to Nane were the same class, not in the same school, but then we were mates.
Okay, like year mates.
Yeah, year mates. And then this school, my school in Chipen, Sahus in here, Opoku. So those who know St. Hubert, it's just at the back of Opoku school. So we even used to link up, you know, during Fridays that class closes at 12:32. I remember sometime he came around. We used to test a lot. We decided to meet, make up some songs and all that. But then we were too passionate about, you know, nah, you're paying for him to be a person, baby, and not to say that we were beefing or whatever.
I understand.
And that time too, I got signed on the label. And then fast forward to, I saw him too coming up in like 3-4 months time. He too got signed on the label. I said, oh, that's by grace. We all should get there. Yao Tog, I was on a tour, you know. My Believer High School tour. Yeah, I started this tour due to some. You see, I went on a donation, Yeah, I went on a donation to give back to this. What came up with the Believe tour is what I'm coming up with. And my Believe EP.
Yeah.
It's out there. You guys should check it out. Believe EP. I dropped it January. That was last year. So when I went on the donations, I saw so much on the street. Like I felt there's much more we need to do for the street, even if it's not money. There are some words Okachi will be our street in as well. On our fab brain man, Tinyeska book be brain our share. In Kenya, you get some motivation.
Yeah.
So I did an EP just to give out to the streets. Yeah, to give out to the streets.
So be say flocking stones there, foot will be anywhere change the crash or home.
But if you to be or SNA, we share me. And I say you didn't come about the industry and Kumasi and all that. I feel it's more. Senka mama 500 cedis are. All the 500 cedis near F22. Honestly, I'll pick the advice because I feel that advice will help me build my career for more. 500 cedis can become maybe 5,000 if I take that advice and work hard on my music career. Because the baby woman too for on bed that say it's kind of the bed that on bed that now mama you maybe a call bad against you. You get it? Yeah. So as I started the tour and then I was on. I did the song for the streets. That was me balling. I did balling featuring Kweku that time, which was big in Kumasi. And no resources I mean, and I decided to give back to the streets.
To society.
Yeah, so that was it. And then during the Believe tour, I was going for high school tour. That comes to how I got
connected to
Yaba Talk. I knew it was in my school.
Okay.
I think so one time because when I was in school, Obi the neighbor, Cham said, "Oh, Yaba Talk, he does music." I'd seen him around. I didn't know he does music. It was a school year.
Yeah.
So I got to know him. We exchanged numbers. We used to talk. He posted his songs. I shared them on my media and all that. And then that day during the tour, I decided to put him on. Yeah, so we were on stage vibing. We went to Prempe. He came along, and then I think he wasn't able to come. But then after that, we've had that close connection ever since. And then he has always been appreciating me. I helped him, and in a way, I inspired him into.
So how was it like when eventually, on no amount of shows are all put it together, and all of a sudden you call him maybe our Benya monster hit beat, and now you call him and say, "Yeah, Charlie, there's a song I'm doing. I need you on it." How was it like? How did he react to it?
He didn't hesitate. He didn't hesitate because when I was, things were moving that faster and then big that time. I didn't hesitate putting him on stage. Obi and Ankai would be like, "Oh," but I felt Opokua. We have that family thing. If you record at schools, most of them, they were that family thing. To be now also actually, it's good to put him on. YP has been doing it ever since. I had that collab with YP, very close. All course of my school that I went to get it. So
into school, Papa.
What I say, you build good connect.
Tell mom school, Papa.
But not to disrespect Kweku Flake or Coco.
No.
Black Sheriff Mukuma. Always you see
Black Sheriff went to the school I went to. I went to Kumaka.
Yeah.
So I also put Black Sheriff on because he went to Kumaka.
You get it, that's how it works. But then your favoritism may be
of course, you need to be talented as well for us to be able to put you. Now go school way. Hey, Ostre, Ose, Texec. Okay, only justice. I know a teacher, also a photographer. How will you connect with him? Then I'll be a man. Anyway, so that was just by the by. My guest is Don Elvi, and he talked about how he was able to connect with Yaba Talk and then Kweku Flake on this particular song and the message behind this particular song. Let's look at the video. Crazy. I think you shot parts at the Cultural Center and Ike's Cafe and those areas. There are elements of, traditional, as a kwakun and that kind of thing. What inspired the is it because of the storyline? Into that same creative space and answer thing?
Yeah, I always admire you because but you are smart and you really understand. Just as you said, because of the concept of the song and all that, it's very clear. And just say be a copy or be concept and we did everything from my lyrics and then the lyrics that Kweku Flake and then Yaba Talk brought on board. You get it. We did everything in Kumasi. I had tweets of people asking where did we shoot the video, did we travel far? Now everything was done here in Kumasi. You get it. And as I was saying, every drill song has its tradition. So Kumasi, you see a bad driller. We are calling it Asakai. We are pushing our culture with it. Because music now sells with lifestyle. I've learned a lot about that. And then, just as you said, Yaba, and the lyrics, which is Ukuma Pima Pembeba, like that Asante whole thing that brought up the whole concept for the video. And then big shout out to Mr. Bruce. He really did a good job, a great job. That was the director who shot the video.
Okay. Mami Bisa away, and I asked this because I asked you, say, is it because of the concept of the song into now the mass concept for the video? And I said, what I don't know if you've read, I know you hardly pay attention to those comments, But if you've read and I say what's a commentary, because you are picking the same idea from what the Asaka Boys did with one of their recent songs, and now have you heard that conversation?
I read it on my YouTube comments, the video comments. I read them, but it's not as if they are learning us or we are learning them. We are one family. Sarkodie can shoot a video standing in front of maybe Bugatti or those flashy cars. Yapono can do same. You should get it. It's not as if it depends on the song, what the song is bringing now, and how it has to go with. Because I know my label, my team, they're very strategic and then creative about my videos and those stuff. So mostly we want to put in things that 20 years, maybe 10 years to come ahead of my career. You come and watch it and you say, oh, no, we weren't joking then. We knew what we were doing. Yaba, even though Dom was released, the video was released earlier, we had a plan. I think earlier before I saw that Dom whole thing coming up, we had a plan earlier. Yaba was recorded the year drill started really popping up.
Well, like when Pop Smoke did everything together?
Nah, the times that...
in Ghana, for Ghana? Yeah,
for Kumasi. I think that was last year. I think it's September that we recorded the song. Yeah, so as we recorded it, we've had that concept ever since Yaba idea. We have to put our culture on. We have to talk about our culture in the music video just to sell and get that traditional concept that the drill music has. So it has been there ever since.
And I think one thing too is that even if you've denied it, but even if the concept came from there, there's nothing wrong reinforcing our culture and letting people know that, listen, like we are here to stay and all that. So I don't think it should even generate those kind of conversations because creatives are creatives. And somehow ideas might interlapse and I mean overlap. Guys, so there's a link to the video on this channel where you're able to go watch the music video we are talking about. You see snippets in this particular interview as well. Don Elvi is my guest on BTM Afrika. Beyond when I am a challenge Nipa Bebre want to say, okay, Nipa no hit song, what next? This question becomes more like a cliche, artists, but then beyond this, what next? That's what people are looking for. Is it just going to be, okay, Don Elvi, drill music? People say drill, they create face, and what is next for Don Elvi?
So almost a drill, it will fade a bit, and I say Yaba. So you should know that we are coming with a whole packed, you know, say a package now near the band. I say a package. Ose, son, you better know for fraba. Say chef no we any there. Me being a chef, I'll keep on delivering and delivering. And then it's not just drill music that I do. Not to you know, say it to, I don't know, push away drill or say to adopt to what they are saying, to look down to drill. Nah, I have other songs. I do all kind of genres, and then same as Yao Tog, the Bra Bank, Okenet, Reggie, they all have different other genres that they are good in. So if we are saying Asaka is what we are promoting, Asaka is what we are, you know, trying to make it stay now, you should understand us because we know what we are doing. Then we are musicians. We all do all kind of genres, and we have the power. Like not to say say you need drill back to back or something. We also have all kind of songs that stable. In any way. So moving beyond this one, and maybe what's next for Don Elvi? Should we be looking forward to? And I'm saying you buy obviously people will enjoy it, and you know how people are moving on fast with music now. Maybe they'll hear something else and they jump to it. But what's it doing Don Elvi? He wants to look out for more. What else should people be looking for? Yeah, I'll be dropping some new songs too soon, and then with dope visuals as usual. So they should expect more. More crazy stuff. Just as you watch the Yaba, it's so creative. So as my previous work, so as my works to come after. Okay, guys. So I won't let him go without doing some lines of Yaba. This morning I played on radio, and my manager was like, "Charlie, that song is dope. I can do some few lines. Make me your lines like a crab. Overhead there, me. Also try. Debbie. Hey, maybe go my name. I'll feel. That hair, I've phone over film me. Debbie. Me go me who any utika na makanshi. Debbie, o de me the man over film. Hey, so believe in it, Yaba. What you know about our life? You started free, Kumama. But now we're going global, Hey, Yaba. what you know about our life.
Hey.
You started free, Kumama.
Hey.
But now we going global. Yaba, oh, what's up? Hey, what's up? What's up? Yaba, oh, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, Mokai, yesterday, we're going nowhere. Out of KUMERICA to the world. I said, I more manji and dini muni train home and the men jump namoton tom namoto bomb fun tom from word of caution attention. Believe in the boy.
I was about to me I rap. Miana na me camera na asesa ye nimba miana me rap nyina. I don't know who's this amasa. Anyway, so you've heard Don Elvi speak about all this and all that, but you are in school. It's one thing being in school, doing music, even though your parents approve of it and all that. I'm just a binanke also old school.
Then I got some IA before I even came to Kumasi, but then, you know, passion is so strong enough. Sometimes they'll think, say, maybe we are just saying it for the camera or something as such. But bro, if you are into something, you know you are deep into it, and then you have the, you know, God being so good, I have the resources, I have a good record label, not to boast of, I have a good management. My dad is supporting, my mom is supporting, I've got NYDJ supporting me, and you want me to quit following my passion, bro, come on.
But then so, you know, so education too is very important.
Yeah, it's very important. It's very, that's what my dad has always been telling me, and then I really adhere to it. I'm still on my books, yeah. So.
Talking about dad, I heard some father talk about him out.
Oh, you can realize I really love him so much, so as he loves me so much. So.
No, but I mean, that was even when you were in SS.
Yeah, final year. Yeah.
And he bought you a Mercedes Benz.
Yeah.
Hey, Jack. Is it because of the school thing, say music now, you know? I mean, they ain't know or them out.
It was all because of the music. You know, I dropped ball and it was doing so well in the industry, and then Okwa around that, he hears people playing my song. He felt, oh wow, then I make a change, and then you say, be a maybe. No, or I just wanted to play with my life, but I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
And then later on, he came with the belief, and the belief too came with his own concept. Not trying to say street, you know, or not. I was lucky enough to have him, maybe having enough in his hands. But when I started here now, Bray was street in the sopan. So he used to tell me more about what goes on in the street. And then I had an encounter with boys too on the street as well. So I generated a lot from it. That's why I came up with the Believe EP. Into who projects now made, and I felt, oh, in a way, that's how best he can support. Because we moved from locations to locations, places to places, and then we had, my manager even had a car though, but then he just felt he could add up just to make
it easier for you.
Yeah. That's why I came up with Keys to the Benz, which was also a dope song. It's out there, make you guys check it out.
Charlie, so through this, we want to say thanks to all the parents who are supporting young creatives and their children who are into the creatives. Me, I keep saying this, me, when I started radio, for instance, my dad, hey, my dad was so mad at it, but then, you know, at a point in time, my mom actually believed in it. At a point in time, my dad then also got to understand, so okay, we'll be our focus our day here. It's not really about, say, you know, a massiveness or no. I mean, you know, so you got to understand. And at times, maybe I would team you or to come out to me sending message, no, my man is shut out. Not their agility. You know. So it happens. So it's good to have parents who actually support the whole creatives that you have. As we are about wrapping up, no, I mean, beside this particular thing, this whole KUMERICA thing, you've spoken about the fact that Yaba is here to stay. You've exhibited some sign of unity by having your Tog Kweku Flake on a joint. People still have the doubts. Say obviously, I don't know, anxious her. The song reinforces, say, listen, Effie Krani ever started. What do you think will make this whole industry really stay? Because we need to prove the critics wrong. For those on radio, ABA part, you as an artist, what do you think you must do to make sure, say, this thing stays and stays for good?
Anyway, this is a question, and it's something that's really trending in Kumasi here, and you know the answer to it. I know you know it's unity. If we are really united, you know, this thing would really stay. This thing would really stay. And then it's sad to say, I don't know much about, you know, every artist and their connections to other artists. But then I would say we should really connect with each other. Just as I'm doing, me, I'm open, I'm so down. Same as my label, my management. There are a whole lot of things we do out of love and out of, you know, loyalty.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are some things, and yet and then you say, what drew her jam it, and I wear underground, and I will say, nah, it's all the unity, you get it. Just as Tema did, just as you go to New York, they are doing Nicki Minaj could jump on Pop Smoke's song. Pop Smoke was so young and he had barely 2 years in the industry.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj could jump on his song. You get it. Even though Pop Smoke was in UK.
Yeah.
And Nicki Minaj was in US. So different countries, how more connected, how more yet small region way, Kumasi. If you connect with each other, so what plugs and actually you see someone talented, put him on just as you did. You put Black Sheriff, my brothers, or I'll talk here, Kweku Flake, as you are doing. I'll urge you to keep it up, and then I'll tell everyone out there to, no matter who you are, bro, you know, I am fat, we don't this media thing, we're not taking it anywhere. We're just helping ourselves just to get Kumasi and Ghana as a whole a good name. Yeah, so that's it.
So that's a very powerful message. The only way we can sustain this whole movement and the wave that we have in Kumasi is unity. And he made mention of it. Let me take you back. Somewhere in the early 90s and late 90s, it was all about Kumasi music. There was no way you can talk about promoting music without coming to Kumasi. From the Achiame, Lord Kenya, or Comfort Kwade, it moved straight to Accra. That was when Richie Mensah started the whole Links thing and crank music. And he had Asem, OJ Black, all those guys. I mean, there were moments you go to the studio, you find Tiny, you find Forex, for everybody, they are all sitting on the floor, eating on the floor, waiting to make a banger. And then Almighty Asem had a beef with Tema. And all the guys ganged up. From R2B's Yaosiki, who is now a pastor, to everybody, Opanka, everybody, they jumped on records and started dissing Accra. It became a banter between Accra and Tema took over. And he had Sarkodie and the R2Bs and the likes. Luckily, it's back in Kumasi. And the only way to keep this is unity. And like you said, we've seen it happen before. And if we are not careful, next Aqua, just say 2045. But then it's important that we keep this unity thing going. Don Elvi, it's a pleasure having you on BTM Africa. But before we go, obviously, you want to share your social media handles, all those platforms so people are able to check out your music. Big shouts to Reverend S. King. I think he heard your music and he went on Twitter and tweeted about it. And big shouts to our very own on YFM in Accra to, I forgot the name. Brownberry. Brownberry too is doing awesome with a particular song. So big shouts to all of them. But how do we reach out to you and connect?
Yeah, you check out my social media handles. Firstly, my YouTube page, which has the Yaba video now. Make sure you check it out. Yaba featuring Yaba and Kweku Flake. The name is DONELVI, Don Elvi. On Instagram too is Don_LV. On Twitter, Don_LV. On Facebook too, Don Elvi. And then if it's about anything, beats or something, you just send it to my mail. I have my mail on my IG page. You get in touch, and then we keep things going. And then I have a message to give out there.
Okay, sure.
No matter what you do, whether music, comedy skits or whatever, you just have to believe in yourself. My story is an example. I started from nowhere in the music industry, and now here I am. I have these big plugs all around me, putting me on. Don't discourage yourself. Not to talk about the critics or whatever someone is saying. Just focus on what you are doing. Believe in yourself and do it better. Learn enough to do it better. Yeah. So believe in the boys.
Believe in the boys, and of course, learn to prove thyself. Hey, my quotation. Learn to show thyself approved. I'm sorry. I remember. Bible. Sorry. Of course, Sunday school actually.
Actually, but aging media bonfire. That's the whole basic.
I take everything for. So that's been Don Elvi on BTM Africa, and like I said, there's one young chap you need to check out. Check out his music, you're gonna love it. Add him to your playlist, and of course, like we did for a number of talents from this side of the town or the country, he is one you should put an eye on and keep supporting him. This has been BTM Africa. Thank you for watching. Remember to leave your comments. Tell us how you enjoy this, or if there's anything you need us to add up to it. Just leave those comments. Big shouts to Nanatu too. And of course, Bellucci for also working behind the cameras, and to Corazon Entertainment for making this interview very possible. My name is NYDJ. Catch you some other time on this same channel. It's BTM Africa. Hey, Mokai, you start here, we going nowhere.